It's going to be difficult. This year's 2017 Dakar is going to be really testing on the bike and also on us. So we've just got to make sure, like I say, just play a really smart first week and get through unscathed, look after, like I say, the bike and ourselves, and then hopefully the second week is where we can try and push and make some damage. But we'll see how it goes. It's you never know what's going to happen in 14 days of racing, but we're looking forward to it. We're keen to get back in there and go again. I think as racers we all think about the podium. That's where we want to be, and that's what sponsors and that want us to do. So it's difficult, but we're just going to just try and put a smart race together, and hopefully that will bring the reward at the end of it. But with Dakar, so many things can happen, and there's always big risks there. So we'll access it. We'll go for it at the time and see how it all pans out for us. Yeah, you can never count anybody out. Everybody that enters this race is a competitor, so you can't look past any of the riders really. So some days it's going to suit some, and then some days will suit the others. So you've just got to be consistent and just be there at the end of every day and end of every stage, and just try and put in a smart event. So the KTM team and the Honda team have got really strong competitors, and also Yamaha and everything like this. So for me, I consider everybody a competitor, and everybody's a threat. So you've just got to get it done yourself. They've brought in new waypoints, WPCs, I think, and they're the ones that are going to make it a little bit difficult, where you'll have to navigate pretty much 100% and spot on. So I think it's just trying to bring the pace back down a little bit. The last 2 years of Dakar, the pace has really risen to another level, and unfortunately, this year's Dakar we saw a fair few injuries, and even through this whole year of the World Championship, there's been a lot of injuries along the way. So I think it's just a bit of a thing to try and to slow that pace down and make sure you actually read and navigate the way, and which we are doing at the moment. But these are going to make it a little bit more difficult, so we'll have to keep an eye on those. But other than that, it's just do the normal old day and normal old thing, so it should be good.
I think in the end I was really good the first 5-6 days, and I feel so comfortable and safety and so strong. But I think I feel maybe too safety, or I don't know. And that was really we start 6 o'clock in the morning, and the sun was so low, and I don't push so much because it was not possible, because it was so less visible, all the stuffs. And then I think I lost maybe too much the focus, because when you have too much time, you searching left and right and thinking about so much things, and then in 1 second I don't know, and I have the big crash, and I learn a lot from them, that I have to be really all the time when I do racing, focus on it, and it doesn't matter if it's a road and we go 50 km per hour, or we go on some dunes where we go like 150, and never lose the focus, and the race ends when you see the flag. Ja, ich habe schon ein bisschen was gelernt, und ich glaube, dass ich mir einfach letztes Jahr fast zu sicher nicht, aber einfach wirklich halt stark, gut und sicher gefühlt habe. Und dann hat es mir halt auch, das war halt ein ziemlicher Schreckmoment, unerwarteter. Es war die Sonne extrem tiefstehend und eigentlich nicht wirklich schnell gefahren, aber dann irgendwie einfach die Konzentration zu viel verloren und habe halt das Loch übersehen. Und ich habe halt echt gemerkt, dass man schauen muss, einfach also wenn es beim Start losgeht bis ins Ziel, dass man wirklich nie die Aufmerksamkeit verliert, egal ob es jetzt auf einer Straße ist mit 30 km/h oder irgendwie in die Sanddünen mit 130, aber dass man wirklich von Anfang bis zum Schluss versucht, die Konzentration so aufrecht zu erhalten, wie es geht, und ich hoffe, sowas passiert mir nicht nochmal. We have a new country, is Paraguay, but I think it's like really close. So I think I expect nothing special from them. But I think the first week can be really, really rough because about the high altitude, and I don't know if somebody know how is when they stay in the mountain, how it is with the head and with the concentration and for the recovering, for the sleeping, and I think the first week is really, really tough. And also the rest day is in La Paz, is also like 3,500 meters, so it's not really a rest day, it's just to have one day off, but this is quite hard for the body. And yeah, La Paz is also the city where I get my operation for the femur, and maybe I can visit the doctor who make the good job and say thank you again. And yeah, I hope I can finish this time the rally. And Argentina, we know already is like fast pistes and really nice landscape. And yeah, I expect a really short but tough race. Ja, dieses Jahr ein neues Land dazugekommen mit Paraguay, und ja, aber ich glaube, das ist nur die erste Etappe, also erwarte ich mir nicht wirklich viel Außergewöhnliches von dem. Aber ich glaube, dass die erste Woche extrem zart wird in Bolivien, speziell mit der argen Höhe, was wir da vorfinden. Und ich glaube, dass wir die meiste Zeit über 3000 Meter unterwegs sind, teilweise sicher auf 4.500 aufgekommen. Der Ruhetag ist in La Paz auf 3.500 und ich glaube, dass schon einmal was anderes ist, wenn man Dünen auf 500 Meter fährt, wie Dünen auf gut 3000 Meter. Und ich glaube, dass die erste Woche richtig zart wird und auch ein bisschen mit Kräfte einzuteilen. Aber schauen wir mal, wie es geht, und ich bereite mich dementsprechend vor, schaue, dass ich wieder viel Höhentraining einbaue, und ja, ich hoffe, ich sehe diesmal die weiß-schwarz karierte Flacken.
It was a severe accident, you know. A broken femur is not a little bone, and it took a lot of recovery. Yeah, it made for a test in time, and it was, in a way, it was a good thing that I was really pushing to try to return in time for Dakar, because it kept me really motivated, and you know, every day I worked really hard with the recovery, and unfortunately I couldn't race the Dakar. It's the main goal of our season, you know, the main race of our season, and yeah, that's the big one. It's going to be a pretty tough Dakar. I think this coming 2017, what I've heard so far, we have a pretty hard time, especially with altitude. I think we've got 5 days of more than 3,000 in Bolivia, and this always adds a bit of a twist to the story, you know, with so many things can happen, and then you're already tired, and then at altitude, you know, you're not thinking so clearly, and it's another thing that we have to prepare physically and with the bike, and you know, we have to take into consideration. So I think it's going to be a pretty tough Dakar, but it's the same for everybody, and I'll prepare the best I can and hopefully have a good one this time.